Welcome to another Forex forecast with Bluepips Forex. I'm Francis, and in this video I'm going to be talking about AUD card, EurJpy, Pound USD, NzdJpy and EurNzd. As usual, I'll be making a full breakdown of these pairs from the monthly time frame down to the daily time frame, showing the major levels of structures in the market. Now I'm going to be trading them over the next few days or weeks. Before we start, if you are not subscribed to this channel, do so now to enable you get our notifications the moment we upload a new video. Alright, so this is AUD card, and from the monthly time frame, what we can immediately see first of all is that we have a market that has given us a monthly close above monthly level of resistance at 96.55. So if they close above this level, what we want to see is a move up to the next monthly level of resistance at 99.76. Now, something that is interesting to note is that this area is a confluence of resistance. Consider from this area we had resistance at this point, we had resistance twice, we had resistance once again here. So we can expect that within the next few months, this 99.76 level will hold as resistance once again, because that area will be aligning with the um, trend line resistance. We have a trend line and horizontal resistance meeting at that point right there. So from the monthly time frame, we expect to see the price rising to 99.76 over the next few months. From the weekly time frame, we have a market that gave us a weekly close above the most previous weekly level of structure at 97.84. I can see that back here, that area was resistance back here. You can see it was support through this area right here, it was support around here, it was support around here, and around here once again, it was support. So that area is an area to keep an eye on. So now last week gave us a weekly close above that area. So with a weekly close above that area, what we want to see this coming week is continuation higher into 99.11. From the daily time frame now, what we can see is a market that gave us a daily close above daily level of structure right here. So we can see that the monthly, the weekly and daily time frame are actually aligning for this long move into at least the first daily level of resistance we have at 99.11 before the areas were highlighted on the monthly time frame. So now before I will be looking for any long trades on this pair, what I want to see first is for the price to come back to the previous daily level of resistance at 97.84 and reject this area as support. So if the price will come back to this area right here and find support at this area, and that is where I'm going to be looking for a good long trade with good risk to reward for the next move higher into 99.11 over the next few days, as the case may be. But if we will have a situation where the price will just come and just keep pushing lower, then obviously we won't be able to take this long trade because we will not have the confirmation we need to take a long trade into 99.11. So that's going to be all on AUD card. The next pair on our list is EurJpy, and on this pair what we can see is that we had a double bottom right here, and after that we had the first impulse, we had a correction to the neckline of this double bottom pattern, and after a correction to this area, what we can expect next will be continuation higher, probably into this resistance around there or around there. But one important thing to keep in mind is that we have this descending trend line right here. We can see that from this area we had resistance at this point, we had resistance at this point, and we can expect that once again this area will hold as resistance. So from the monthly time frame, we want to see the price rise at least to this descending trend line resistance somewhere around probably 28.32 over the next few weeks or months, as the case may be. Okay, so from the weekly time frame, what we have is quite a different scenario. With the weekly time frame, we can actually see that the move higher we are expecting from the monthly time frame is not yet ready. Why? Because we have weekly level of resistance that is still intact. I can see that since the price got to that resistance a couple of weeks ago, we had the first rejection with this red candle right here. The next candle was a green candle, However, the price failed to close above um, that zone of resistance around there. Then we had another red candle, and then last week's candle closed as a very strong rejection candle, rejecting this level of resistance. So as long as this 2672 area will continue to hold as resistance on a weekly closing basis, then I would expect to see a drop in the price at least to the next weekly level of support at 2470 over the next few weeks. So from the weekly time frame, what I want to see is a drop to 2470 before probably the continuation that we expect from the monthly time frame. So that's what we have from daily time frame. Alright, so I've talked about this pair a couple of times in the past, and the first time I talked about this pair, the price was somewhere around there, and what I wanted to see was a move up to this resistance around there. Now we can see that that's exactly what the market has done. We moved to this resistance. And then when the price was around this area here, I made another full breakdown explaining the reasons why I wanted to see the price either first of all come back to um support around here before continuation higher, or just give us a continuation higher. And we can see that for the last few weeks the price has just been consolidating within this weekly resistance and this daily support we have at these two areas right here. So we've not really had the price move in any particular direction for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Um, and I'm going to link this previous analysis in the description so you can check it out and see the reasons why we expected the price to move to these directions. So right now we have the price once again trapped within this area. And what is even interesting about this is that we had a daily close above this area a couple of days ago, and we even had a test and a rejection of that area as support. But because we didn't have a weekly close above that area, it wasn't confirmed that this area had broken, and we're not interested in taking any long trades yet. And then you can see that on Thursday the candle just closed back as a huge bearish candle back within this consolidation, which confirmed the break above as a false break. And anyone who would have been buying without a weekly confirmation for the break and the move higher would have been trapped and would have been forced to take out a loss. So right now, with the price back within this area, what I'll be expecting now is most likely a move lower. Taking that from the weekly time frame, we have a huge rejection of this weekly level of resistance. So from daily time frame, what I want to see is for the price to either come back to this 2672 area, reject that area as resistance. So if that area will hold as resistance this coming week, that's when I'm taking a short trade, keeping in mind that I have a daily level of support around there. But the overall support I have on my mind is 2470. If the price will not give us the retracement and just continue lower, then if I get a daily close below 2587 and the retest of that area as um resistance, that's when I'm taking my short trade to 2470 over the next couple of days or weeks as the case may be. But if the price will just fail to respect this area as resistance and just give us a close above, then obviously we won't be able to take this trade because we won't have the confirmations we need to take this trade. The next pair on our list is pound USD. And right here on the monthly time frame, what we can see is that um, we have a market that has respected this resistance for quite some time. I see that the price found support here, moved all the way up into this 4286 resistance, came back below and found resistance once again at 3459 before they move lower into 2121, and we had another move to 3459, and price just consolidated between these two levels, hit 3459 once again, hit a small push, and now the month has closed above that 3459 area of resistance. So another thing to keep in mind is that we had this descending trend line right here that was resistance around here, and we expected that this area will hold as resistance, but now we can see that the area has failed to hold as resistance, which simply means with this monthly close above, what we'll expect will be for us to see a continuation to the next monthly level of resistance at 42.86 over the next 3 months. So from the monthly time frame, what we want to see is a rise to 42.86 over the next few months. From the weekly time frame, what we can see is that the price has given us a weekly close above this level um, resistance around there. So if they close above that level, what we expected was a continuation. I can see that last week's candle has already started the move higher. So what we expect is for the price to get to the next weekly level of resistance at the 761 over the next 3 days. You can see that the area was previously support right now. If we are going to go back in history, we are going to see that that area has been an historical level of structure in the market. So we expect to see the price get to this area at least within this coming week or the next few weeks, as the case may be. On the daily time frame, we have a daily close above daily level of structure at 36.11, which means we can expect to see further rising to 37.61 over the next few days, as the case may be. So before I be looking for a long trade on this pair, what I want to see will be for the price to give us a retest and a valid rejection of um 36.11. If I'm going to get a retest and a rejection of 36.11, then I'm going to be looking for long opportunities into the next level of resistance at 37.61. But if the price will just come down and fail to find um support at this 36.11 area and just continue dropping, then we obviously won't be able to take a trade on this pair because it will no longer be aligning with what we have from the weekly time frame for continuation higher. The next pair on our list today is NzdJpy, and first of all, what we can see is that we have this descending channel right here on NzdJpy, and we can see that from this area the price found support down here, found support once again before rising into resistance, and then you can see the area was still resistance around there, it was resistance around there before they move lower, and then it was resistance once again around there. Then what we can see is that last month gave us a monthly close above that resistance, but that's the month give us a monthly close above this descending channel resistance, and then we can also see that we had 73.33 area, which was resistance around there, and last month, that's the close of November's candle actually did not close above that 73.33 level of resistance until December's candle. Consider December's candle has closed above 73.33 level, which means what I can expect is a continuation line into the next level of resistance at 76.06 over the next few months. So from the monthly time frame, what we want to see is continuation line. Another important thing to keep in mind is the fact that the price has carved out this inverse head and shoulders pattern. You can see that we had the first move lower, then we had the right shoulder, the head, then we had the left shoulder, and then we have a break of the neckline. So with this, we can expect to see continuation higher into 76.06 over the next few months, as the case may be. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. Right, so from the weekly time frame, we have a market that gave us a weekly close above 73.33, and we can see that the price rejected that area for about 2 weeks before last week's impulse higher. So with this, what we can expect with this rejection of this 73.33 support, what we can expect is continuation higher into 76.06 over the next few weeks, as the case may be. Let's see what we have from daily time frame. From the daily time frame, we have a market that gave us a daily close above the most previous daily level of resistance at 73.99. So as long as this area remains intact on a daily closing basis, I'll expect to see continuation. So what I want to see is for the price to come back to 73.99 and find support at that level. So if the price will come back to this area and reject this area, that's giving me a daily rejection of this 73.99, and that's when I'm going to be looking for good long opportunities at least to the first daily level of resistance at 74.87. So if the price will find resistance at this area on a daily level, on a daily closing basis, this is where we are going to be taking our first exit on this NzdJpy. So that's going to be all on NzdJpy. I expect to see the price find support at 73.99, and then with a good rejection and a good entry reason, I'm going to be taking a long trade with good risk to reward to the next daily level of resistance at 74.87 over the next few days or weeks, as the case may be. So the last pair on our list is EurNzd, and with this, what we can see is that we have this ascending channel right here, and with this ascending channel, we can see that from this area, after the rejection of this area, what we can expect next for the price to make it to the next monthly level of support. That's this ascending channel support down here. So we expect to see the price drop. Another important thing to keep in mind is that we had a close below this level of resistance at 75.73. So with a monthly close below that area, what we could easily just expect is continuation lower to the next horizontal level of support at 66 32 over the next few months. So from monthly time frame, what we want to see is a drop to 66.32. From the weekly time frame, we had the market that gave us this impulse, came back to retest this previous support we had at this area, which was also resistance here. It was support back here, it was resistance, resistance, and so we can see that that area was actually an important level of structure in the past. And then last 2 weeks candle just give us a solid rejection of that area. So with that kind of rejection, what we expected was the continuation lower to the first weekly level of support at 68.10, and we can see that the move has already started. So this coming week, we expect the price to just continue lower to 68.10. So that's what we have from the daily time frame. So I've talked about EurNzd a couple of times in the past, and last time I talked about this pair, I expected the price to at least give us a daily close below this area before continuation lower, and then we can see that we never had that daily close below this area. Instead, the price found support at this area and made this next push higher. Then I talked about this pair again when the price has just made formed this red candle right here, and I explained all the reasons why I wanted to see the price continue lower, and I also said that I want to see the price either give us a retest of this 72.50 zone before continuation lower, or a close below this support down here for continuation lower to 69.68. And what we can see is that the price actually gave us a retest of this 72.50 zone, where we're able to take a good short trade to our first daily level of support at 69.68. So I'm going to link this video in the description so you can check it out and see the reasons why we wanted to see the price make this move lower. So right now the price is at support, and with price at support, it's never a wise thing to be looking for any short trade. So what I'll be looking for right now will be for the price to either come back and retest previous daily level of um resistance at 70.73. That's for the price to come back to this area and find resistance at this point. So if the price will come in and find resistance at this point, this is where I want to be looking for short opportunities lower. However, if the price will fail to make this retracement to this area for us to pick a good entry from this area, then what I'll be waiting for next will be a daily close at least below this 69.68 support right here. So if I'm going to get a daily close below that 69.68 support, then on the retest of that support as resistance, that's when I'll be looking for short trades to the overall weekly target at 67.95 over the next few days or weeks, as the case may be. So that's going to be all on um, my forecast for this week. If you enjoyed this video, do smash the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button. So click on the bell notification to enable you get our videos the moment to upload a new video. Share this video with your friends. If you have a question, put in the comment section below, and I'll be more than willing to answer your questions. So till we meet in the next video, Do have yourself a wonderful week.